So, lads, today we're going to be talking about Caitlin Clark and her not going into the three-point contest. So, obviously, this was on the Herd yesterday from Colin Cowherd. And, well, it was this morning when I'm recording this video. I'm just really, really busy on Friday, so I'm recording as many videos as I can tonight so I can record as few as possible tomorrow, because I am away from 3 p.m. till like 1 a.m. tomorrow. So that's not going to be fun. I'll be watching Unrivaled, and I'll do basically everything that's not a report on Unrivaled. I will be recording. I'll be recording from here. If not, there is a possibility that I might have to find a quiet area to go to some stage tomorrow to record if there's any free agency news, especially after De'Erica Hamby tweeting this. So something could be happening. But anyway, let's go and talk right now about this, or listen to Colin Cowherd.
So Caitlin Clark, we've called her Taylor Swift in tennis shoes. The nation fell in love with her. She said no thank you to the NBA, offering her a chance to participate in their three-point shooting contest. Now think how amazing that is. If I'd have said to you a couple years ago, yeah, the NBA, to save their All-Star weekend, because it's kind of silly and unserious now, we're getting tired of it, they're going to ask a WNBA player to join the three-point shooting contest to save it. NBA, to their credits, figured it out. We got a problem.
And he's not wrong. Like, they're trying to play these games on Sunday. They're sorry, not trying to play these games. They play the All-Star game on Sunday. They're trying to make the three-point contest into Sunday because nobody watches Sunday of All-Star Week anymore. Nobody watches the All-Star game anymore. The players don't care. It is a networking event. That is literally what All-Star Weekend is for. Every single person that I know that goes to All-Star Weekend is literally there for some form of business event. It's the reason why, All-Star Weekend is still almost a thing. It is a corporate event. It is not for the basketball. It's going to sell out every single time, people on corporate tickets. Everyone I know that goes literally only goes to network. Because it is the one time where there's no teams and everyone's there, and people are at All-Star Weekend to do business deals. That is the only reason people go to All-Star Weekend, because it's not fun anymore. It is not fun anymore. Saturday night, who cares about watching Matas Buzelis? Matas Buzelis. I'm sorry. Matas Buzelis is a man who is, if you guys don't know the me and Matas Buzelis backstory. So, basically, I said that I didn't think he was worth taking in the top 5, and he blocked me on Twitter. He literally doom scrolled his name and blocked everyone who said a negative word about him. And we're watching him in the dunk contest.
Too bad the women's Olympic team had blinders on. But the WNBA proves a point that I've been hammering for years. College basketball is great. It is an ally to professional men's and women's basketball. It introduces us to your stars. I didn't know who Caitlin Clark was 4 years ago, or Angel Reese. And then the last couple of years, I was like, man, I'm not sure they like each other. It's a tasty rivalry.
They don't there is mutual respect there. There is no way they like each other.
And I took that and I followed it into their professional league. Their college conflict became the best story in their professional league they both entered at the same time. And the reason, of course, is because women now stay in college for 4 years. That's what they do in college football. That's why college football is surging, and the NFL's surging, and the WNBA is surging, and women's basketball ratings are surging, and the NBA is not. It's international. We don't know the players. We have no visceral connection.
I mean, there are probably 5 times more people in America playing basketball than all of Europe combined, and Australia and South America. All of those continents or subcontinent Australia combined. There is no excuse for Serbia to be within 2 possessions of America when it is not even Serbia's first sport, and there's like there's more people in Serbia than that. There's only a couple of million people in Serbia. What is Serbia's population? It's not close to America. 6 million. There are 6 million people in Serbia, and it's not even the main sport in Serbia. There is no excuse for it. Is partially the game's international because of the AAU system, where Americans do not develop their players well. That is a fact as well.
If you go look at the WNBA draft this year, I knew the first 7 players. Go look at the...
You did not know who Elisa Pili or JC Sheldon were. Did you just try to argue you knew who Elisa Pili was? Oh no, she went 8th. She went 8th. Sorry, you would have known Angel Reese. She would have known Cardoso. Would have known Leah Edwards, maybe. There's no way you knew who Rickea Jackson was. There is no way you knew who JC Sheldon or Rickea Jackson was, Colin. Don't lie. Don't lie. Fair enough, you knew the UConn players. You knew Angel, you knew Caitlin, you knew Camilla. Fair enough in that one. But you did not know who Rickea Jackson or JC Sheldon were. Probably knew who Cameron Brink was. But there's no way you knew who either of those two were.
The NBA draft. It was a who's who of who's that? Outside of Zach Edey. Michael Jordan's, as a freshman, his game-winning basket for UNC became a movie. Air. It was the story of the movie. How Nike figured out, who's this young kid from Carolina? It was the shot as a freshman instead of James Worthy. We all used to love March Madness, the ratings show. We're still loving it. And we're loving it more now because the NIL is allowing some college men's players to stay in school longer. It's good for the sport, but what it's really good for is the NBA. We are a distracted country. We will move off you quickly, and we will move into you quickly if you give us good storylines. Never forget, Hollywood figured this out about a decade ago.
I do want to say there's probably no person that can have a one-man sports show like Colin Cowherd and do as well as he has.
They started getting rid of artsy independent films, and they make superhero movies. The character system into the NFL. I mean, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, J.J.
Is he even
McCarthy.
talking about Caitlin Clark?
I watched all of them for years. The NBA is literally going to the WNBA and saying, can we borrow your top domestic player? She's way more popular than our domestic stars. And that's because of women's college basketball. I had Adam Silver on. We talked about this. I don't know why it happened. I don't think the G League's good for the NBA. I really don't. College basketball, Duke, Carolina, Kansas, UConn, Syracuse, Arizona, Gonzaga, UCLA. Get the kids introduced.
So, yeah, basically, obviously he's talking about this whole thing, but he's coming to the conclusion, basically, that she's bigger than any of the NBA players. And I think she's bigger than any of the NBA players that are willing to do these contests. Like, Stephen Curry will not enter a three-point contest, but Stephen Curry will do this contest. LeBron has never and will never enter a dunk contest. Imagine if LeBron entered a three-point contest. He'd do better than Jordan. I think, is Jordan not like the all-time worst or something in a three-point contest? But that would be an interesting one. If like, you do end up seeing LeBron in a three-point contest. I actually don't think he'd be that bad. Like, he might still finish. Like, he wouldn't be historically bad. He'd be just bad. Just normal bad. Which is fine. It's fine to be normal bad at anything in life. If we're being honest, it's cool. Being normal bad is fine. But, yeah, like, without LeBron and Steph, it is Caitlin Clark's a bigger star than any of them, including Sabrina Ionescu. And I do think Sabrina's going to be doing Sabrina versus Steph too, but it won't be the same. It won't be the same as last year. But anyway, see you guys.